Well, it's been about 2 weeks now since we finished our first draft for our music video. Obviously, that took quite a bit of time to prepare, so I've kind of drifted off from the digipacs. But now coming back to my digipacs, as you know, our group all did two digipacks. We did a one album cover or one poster. We had to do two. My choice was I did one album cover and one poster. And then we decided that we'd all go off and get feedback on, from people, members of our houses, school and family, friends. So I've now got this feedback. I just wanted to talk about that. I've also got feedback on our first draft. We basically all got together as a class and viewed all the videos that have been up so far. So obviously some are finished, some weren't finished. They're all just first drafts. So we all viewed them, and then we all gave feedback on everyone's videos. So I've got about 15, 16 feedbacks of our video. Obviously I'm not going to talk about all of them, so I'll go through about the first two or three. Let's be honest, when you read through most of them will say the same thing. Most of them, they managed to pick out negatives. Negatives are all the same, the positives are all the same. But first I'm going to talk about my album cover, my digipacks. So there wasn't really much feedback towards them. I mean, there's basically a couple of negatives, a couple of positives for each one. When looking at the album cover, one thing that kept coming up was the position of the barcode. I think it's on the top left, and yeah, that's clearly not been very popular. Apparently, I've been told it's too big. I've been told the location's not very good. I've been told that it shouldn't be on the front; it should be on the back, which obviously makes more sense now you come to think of it. You never really see a barcode on the front of the album; it's always on the back. So I mean, that's one thing I'm for sure going to change. On a positive note, everyone I asked liked the way I created the effect of game graphics within the image. They thought that I've managed to make an actual picture, an actual bit of image from the music video look more game graphical, something you see out of the GTA, for example. Obviously, I wasn't exactly going for this in the album cover. The album cover is not there to advertise the game as such. It's more there to advertise the song and artist. Hence, the reason the text is largely saying Adventure Club rather than Circa. However, there is a mention to Circa underneath, saying from the award-winning game Circa. I have also been told actually that I should really think about how I word out that part, because obviously I do want to create a connection in the album cover with the name of the game and the whole aspect that we're trying to advertise a game here as well as the song. However, I need to really think about how I word that out, because I don't want to go past the point where it's more about the game than the music, because at this stage for this particular piece of digipack it is definitely more about the music than the game. When moving on to the poster, however, which obviously is completely about the game, it's not it's not got any references to the song apart from the fact it has the HMV logo, which obviously that's no big connection to the name or the artist of the song at all. For that, my feedback didn't really get any negative things about that. Everyone thought the star ratings were good, and the choice of magazines I used and newspapers were good. They thought the graphics in that was better than the graphics in the album cover. Clearly, I mean, I did spend a lot more time on the poster than I did for the album cover. It took quite a long time because I had to take out the images and green screen them and move them around rather than just having one image and just editing it. I had to take about 3 different images and move them all around, cut out bits, and it took quite a long time, but I think it looks really, really good. I'm really proud of it. The barcodes is the only negative thing. Obviously I haven't put a barcode on this one because it's a game post. However, now I've been told by everyone who I've asked that where's the barcode, it should have a barcode, so I've kind of got a situation where I've put a barcode on one digipac which isn't meant to be there. Now I haven't got a barcode on one which is meant to be there. So yeah, I'm getting very confused with barcodes at the moment. But that's one thing I'm definitely going to be doing. Okay, so now finished with that, the digipac feedback. As I said, there wasn't a huge amount of feedback coming back from it, and it was mostly positive. It was mainly just the barcodes which I need to sort out, and the reference text in the first album. Obviously, everyone's done two. This is just my two, which I've gone out and got information for. I have no idea what the rest of the group has done, what information they've got back. Obviously, depending on what information we get back, that's when we'll make a decision on what album what album cover we're actually going to go for, what poster design we're actually going to go for when we actually seriously put a lot of work into it and spend a lot of time with Photoshop together, making a really, really good one. But now I'm going to talk about my video, our group's video, like comeback from everyone else who analysed it. I think it was analysed by the editing of it, the camera, the mise-en-scène, the fact that does it work or not, what works well, and what there is to improve. So I've got literally about 15 here, but I'm just going to go through 2 or 3. So go for this one. So this person has said the close-ups on the singer work well. She should be introduced earlier. So we have actually already thought about that. The fact that there was no real kind of connection between the singer and what was happening in the song, which obviously this person has picked up on. What we've actually thought about doing is having a short clip or few shots before the music even starts of my sister Phoebe, who's also the singer, carrying the briefcase into the house, and placing it on the table where it's picked up later on. So by doing that, it creates a bit more kind of like mystery to the music video, what's going on, and then it also brings the whole, she is completely connected now with the music video, although she has no real role while the music is playing, she's just the singer. We know that she has something to do with what's going on in the music video. So that's our main kind of idea now. We just get the filming done for it, because that will, we think not only will that create the connection with the singer and the music video, but it will also create a whole another level of mystery and kind of create more of a storyline. Because obviously, the storyline at the moment is pretty simple. Some guy, he breaks into a house to steal something that makes his exit. He's a trained kind of killer. He runs in, grabs it, he's out in a flash, and that's all you have for the storyline. You don't really, we have no idea what's in the case. We have no idea why the case is there. At least by bringing the singer into it, we can also use her to create more of a storyline, as in she's got something to do with it, she's brought it in for a reason, and now this person has come in, broken in, taken it and run away. So we have thought about that. That actually came up about 4 times, the fact that we had no connection with the singer. So we are definitely going to make a change to that and get that done. So this person's also said the special effects are great, which obviously we're proud of, because we spent a lot of time on that. It took hours of watching tutorials to get all that done. The interior mise-en-scene seems a little bit too cozy. Now that obviously did come up. There's a scene in the video where you see a times table poster, which obviously seems a little weird for a house which is meant to be guarded. But yeah, we're filming it at my house, and obviously it's quite hard to rearrange a house to make it look like some kind of warehouse den type thing. So we tried as hard as we could not to include that much family friendly stuff, but obviously we couldn't make it look like some drug den. It had to have some aspects of a cottage. So there's nothing really we can do to change that, but we did try, and we think it's come out all right. So yeah, I'd want to see some more of the super slow-mo. Okay, well, the super slow motion, we used a plugin on After Effects called Twixtor, which basically it creates super slow motion. However, you need a camera which has more than 60 frames per second, and our one was about 25 or something. So in the shots, you see actually where the foot lands in the puddle, or the when the dog runs past, and it's all kind of like really slow motion but a bit blurry. That's using Twixtor, and the reason why it's blurry and a bit glitchy is because of the frames per second. It wasn't high enough, which is annoying, because if we had 60 frames per second, that would be incredibly smooth, incredibly slow motion. It looked really good, and we definitely use it much more throughout the whole video. But the reason, the fact that it was blurring as much, we didn't think looked that great. However, we also had feedback that says the blur is really good. It creates more of a sense of a game graphics, like really blurry kind of. It's all gamey, and I think this is what this person here is trying to indicate. That's we need to use more super slow motion, in terms of we need to use more of that blur effect. And we have thought about that. We think that maybe the bit where the person takes the case off the table, we thought maybe if we did the slow motion for that would work quite well. We thought maybe some more of the dog running, one of the long shots of the dog running, we blurred that out. That might look really good as well. So we are taking that into consideration. What does it say? It needs a puncher ending. Pick up the pace of the shots as the video progresses. We have, well, the puncher ending, we didn't know what to do there, because we thought maybe we should have like opening the case, like the guy in the car maybe opening the case but then cutting off, so you didn't actually see what was in it. We were thinking about doing that. However, at the same time, we thought that would be a bit, we also wanted to have the getaway, because obviously you can't be opening a case and driving at the same time. So we either had him getting back in his car and opening the case and ending, or getting back in his car and making a getaway, and we thought, the getaway makes much more sense, and it also still creates the sense of what is in the case. You want to know what's in the case, and that kind of goes with the whole advertisement for the game. Like, you'll see, you see this music video which has reenacted game parts, game scenes, and then you're left, the entire of this music video is all based on this guy running in and stealing a suitcase, which is, of course has some sort of significant importance. And for then you not to be able to find out what's in the case, it's going to kind of make you feel, oh god, now I really need to go get this game now. I need to continue playing and see what's inside the case. Like, it's all part of the advertisement aspects of our video. Okay, so that was the first piece of feedback. I'll just go on to another one, which is, okay, so this one's not as detailed as the last one. It simply says, for the editing, they like the splash and the gunshots, so the slow motion and the gunshot editing. They like the lip syncing. They thought that was well done, like all in sync. Can't really read that bit. What worked well? They said the editing worked well. What didn't work well, the singer could be used more. So that's, again, the whole aspect that the singer has, she's in the video, but she hasn't really got a whole, she has no real position. She has no real concept. Like, she needs to be part of the video, is basically what they're saying. So I mean, that's the second one I've picked up, and it's exactly the same as the first one. So that's why we are definitely going to do some form of introduction where the singer is brought into the video, rather than so she's actually a part, rather than just the singer who's randomly there. Just go on to the third one. Okay, so editing. The lip sync is good, so that's another one. People liking the lip sync. For the camera shots, the shots are at good pace with the music. For the mise en scene, like the locations where we set it. So obviously the woods, the cottage. Yeah, so that's good that we've got good feedback on that. Does it work as a music video? Yes, they think it fits well with the dubstep genre, which is obviously what we're aiming for, which is good. And what works well, they think that the slow motion works well, which obviously, you know, we from the very beginning we wanted to use slow motion. We did want to use Twixtor, but obviously with the camera issue, then we couldn't use it for the entire video. Otherwise, the entire video would be blurred, and that wouldn't look as good. We didn't think that would look as good. But yeah, it's good that they thought the slow motion worked well, because that was a huge aspect. And we still have used slow motion in our video. We just used the After Effects slow motion rather than the whole plugin of Twixtor. We only used Twixtor for 2 shots with the splashing of the puddle, and actually no, 3 shots. We used it for when he barges through the gate. That's actually Twixtor, but for some reason that turned out a lot better. There wasn't a lot of blur in that. We also used it obviously for the puddle scene and the dog running scene. And I think as well, when he barged through the gate, we haven't slowed it down that much, which is like why I think it hasn't blurred that much. But for the puddle and the dog scene, we slowed it right down, and it's, you know, it's obviously just too slow for the quality of the camera, and that's why it's caused the blur. Okay, well, I won't go for any more. I think 3. I've got quite a few, but I think 3 is fine. I mean, as I say, they all do say the same thing. They all have the same positives, same negatives. They have, you know, there are some which have completely new aspect. I mean, like, I'll read one out and I'll find another one here. Yeah, like more short shots needed. You know, fair enough. We have got when we went out to film it, we tried to create the variety of long, you know, quick shots, short shots. But obviously, when you use slow motion, it's quite hard to generate quick shots, because obviously we're having to slow down each shot, so it does make that quite difficult. But we have tried to integrate fast editing and quick shots within the music video. You know, such as the bit when he is actually running and being shot at. We tried to create, like, you know, quick editing there. The part when they have the little fight, the little scrap, that we tried to do some quick editing there. But we also think that the use of our long shots, you know, long lasting shots, works quite well with the whole slow motion. I mean, each one connects. The continuity we thought was quite good. We got a lot of feedback saying the continuity is good. And we just think it works well with the video. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now because I've been talking for quite a long time. But yeah, I'll be back when we've finished our video. I'll post the video up, and I'll post another analysis back then. Alright, cheers, bye.